Not having success. The intro is not working.
Huh.
What will I do?
Okay.
Hello.
Try this again. You know, the ticker's not working. Now the intro's not working. This is like, what is happening to me? Now Vance sounds like he's underwater. So.
What?
Yeah, now you're better.
Had to clear my throat.
There we go. You're gonna bring that microphone a bit closer to you.
Yeah. There you go. I know it's like hanging on the edge here. I gotta find a way to bring it like right about here.
You need to get a nice mic stand, you know.
Well, it's on. Yeah, it's on this thing.
Hey Eddie,
You know,
Mr.
Nice.
Mick, Dayton.
I don't know how well it reaches. You know, like pointing. It's not like a uni. So yeah.
Darren Holger.
Now we're only down to one of the Texas Boogie Band.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's interesting because this is one band that you guys are gonna have to guide me through the waters here, because honestly, as you probably know, ZZ Top is a band that I've never followed at all. Like, absolutely not. I mean, I know obviously like Legs and stuff like that, but
You'll get a full dose tonight, so here you go.
Yeah. You don't have anything by them?
no, not even Eliminator.
Wow. Okay.
Hey Rev.
I would say, yeah. You know, Trace Hombres and Eliminator would be,
It was one of those things again where it wasn't part of my circle. Like the guy I'm along with, they were all like, "Oh, who those guys with the beards?" They thought it was tacky and they didn't like that kind of stuff, right? But you know, we listened to totally different stuff, but you couldn't avoid them. They were on like, you know, Much Music all the time, and they were, you know, playing all the videos from the classics from that album, right?
I have none.
Hey,
my
Boots,
thing.
Eddie, Rebs, Aaron.
I pretty much have. If you can add something to this list that I don't have, you can certainly try. But yes, I'm not bumping. Go ahead.
You might. No, I was gonna say you might know this here. It's gonna look familiar to you.
Q102, yeah, that's Dallas. That was like the Dallas rock station for many years.
Yeah, there you go, man. I have this little custom ZZ Top bumper sticker from back in the day.
Yep, Q102.
There's a date on this. 1991. 1991 bumper sticker.
Very nice. Look at that.
102 out of Dallas, Texas. Custom for ZZ Top. There's the back. Nice little bumper sticker.
So I'm guessing this is like natural causes kind of thing, or
I don't know. I mean, he was in hospice for like a day and then died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He announced that, you know, he had to drop from the tour for a health reason or whatever. They didn't really say it was an urgent matter. So obviously he wasn't doing, you know, he was hanging on to the last to keep on stage until whatever, and it just caught up.
I can't believe he was like playing up until that time.
Yeah, until like a week or two ago.
musicians want to play until they're dead, and you know some musicians even say that they want to die on stage. You know, so
Yeah, look at Lemmy. I mean, Lemmy went right up to the end too.
yeah. Or John.
I'm not forgetting everything from the MTV era. There was a couple of songs on there, but it's definitely not the main focus here. So yeah.
Ever doing deep cuts, right?
Well, not necessarily all deep cuts. I mean, I right now I'm progressing through how I like this is like my journey growing up. This is how I first heard this.
Yeah,
that's cool. Hey, kind of guy.
So yeah.
Hey, Steve.
What's up, fellas?
not much.
We're introducing Mark to ZZ Top apparently. So yeah.
So that first album, the one that you had a hard time getting rid of from your collection, is that like the kind of one to listen to, or?
No, not at all. I would I would start with either Tres Hombres, 𝐐𝐫𝐲, or Tejas for that matter. Those three, and Fandango. So you know, I mean, those.
Tres Hombres is like their perfect.
Yeah, I mean
It's so good.
You know, so
can't go wrong with that album. Yeah, this is what you're talking about with the first album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that record too, but yeah, Tres Hombres is where like they perfected their sound.
I mean, I wouldn't start with the first album. I mean, if you're gonna start with ZZ Top, Tres Hombres or 𝐐𝐫𝐲, I think is probably your best.
And 𝐐𝐫𝐲's a good one because you got their classic blues sound, but you're starting to hear a little bit of where they go in the 80s.
And the production's really good on it.
Yeah. Because you got, is it New Sunglasses on that one?
Cheap Sunglasses, yeah.
Or Cheap Sunglasses,
Yeah.
So you kind of hear the direction they're going with that one, but you still get like,
yeah,
the
I'm not
classic
playing
blues.
Pearl Necklace. Yeah.
Isn't there a song something like Jesus Just Left Chicago? Something like that?
Yeah. This is Jesus Just Left Chicago.
Oh, okay. See how much I know?
So the ticker is not working, so I had to put in a support ticket to
You want, Mark, just to just to start with one, I'd say
that's a hard album to find in good shape. Most of them are always beat to shit.
You can find most of, and they've been reissued a bunch of times too.
The reissues aren't bad either, so yeah.
Well, even if you got it on CD, I mean, I know
Well,
CDs.
depends on which CDs, because they redid the drums on some of that shit. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Hey, Twanger, Mark, good to see you.
I'm guessing that's not only a ZZ, not only a
Chris.
Zap thing doing that re-recording drums, or an Aussie thing.
And
Oh,
it
yeah.
is not ZZ Top, by the way. Ever. It's never ZZ
Never
Top.
ZZ Top. Yeah.
No, never, ever, ever.
Yeah, I've heard YYZ, but not ZZ Top before.
Yeah, we don't do ZZ Top, no.
They ain't Canadian.
Yeah, Eddie, there's some really killer bands on the Hell's Heroes this year. Or next year, or whatever.
45s.
Oh, very nice.
Busted it all out. You got the CDs.
So you are quite the ZZ guy there.
I'm
ZZ guy.
a fan. I mean, I've seen them.
I think the third one. I think it's the third one.
And actually, if you want to hear some good stuff, his Billy Gibbons' last two blues records have been fantastic.
Oh.
They're better than anything ZZ Top's done since the 80s.
Oh, interesting.
And
He's got a
I
lot
do
of
like
solo-
this.
This was the first song I ever heard from ZZ Top.
The documentary, this Raw. This is good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
nice.
I liked it. A little, kind of
This
like
album,
a live.
this album is like pretty weak compared to the first one, though. I mean, this is not one I pull out very often.
What's up, John?
Hey guys. Hey Mark, Steve.
But Mark, you could probably find decent records. Like the jackets will be messed up, but you could probably find cheap copies of all their records.
Yeah.
Besides the first.
Yeah, that's always the hardest one to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I snagged I think it was a German copy of the first one. I wanted a bid on that one for Patrick that you had, but man, it was getting a little out of my price range for that one.
That was one of those that I kept. If I found a good copy, I would just buy it because everybody, I sent the copy to Scott. I've sent copies to a couple people because I can't find them.
Yes, I got a nice clean German version though.
That's
Nice.
cool. I always wondered about that
Pretty clean.
exclamation mark, like "Don't buy this," you know.
Oh, I have it on a lot actually.
Well, there's some of those where on the Doors albums have it. They have the Doors albums. that
Germany
have, like,
had
the
some weird
exclamation
prices too. I remember
Yeah.
I bought the German made in Japan, and it was like, what was it? Like it was like $29.99 Deutschmarks, which is like $22 in the 70s. You know, it was
Deutschmark.
expensive. Some of those records in Germany.
Deutschland.
So they didn't skip a beat, Billy Gibbons, huh? Canceled 2 shows and they're back on like nothing
Well,
happened.
from what I understand, Randy hadn't been touring with him for this whole tour.
Was that right?
That's somebody was saying it on the Metal Roundtable earlier that when they saw him like a month ago, he wasn't playing
Okay.
drums.
He was in hospice. I mean, they said he died in hospice. Usually, when you go into hospice,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Oh, I just assumed he was on the tour. I know
He's
they canceled
another
that.
one, though. He was a hard drinker, drug guy too.
Oh yeah, I think in that documentary he says he snorted all of his money with cocaine in the 70s. Yeah.
I love that show where Frank was watching MTV when it first came out. and he didn't know what show it was. He thought it was a TV show, and he called the other guys, and they're all watching, like, and they're watching for hours, probably all on speed, you know, and like, when is this show ending?
Oh, did I say Randy? I know.
Yeah,
I think we got the gist.
hey, everybody in the peanut gallery.
I just love that he was always the one with no beard, and his name was Beard.
Yeah, his name was
that
Beard.
was always
Yeah.
the. It's funny though when you see pictures of him in like 72, 73, when none of them had beards.
Hey, Cleveland.
Yeah, you know, I have this old poster, and I think it was that tour where they took out like the entire like farmland thing, all the
Yeah.
animals. And yeah, their beards are really short, and it's stuck on my parents' wall in the stairwell going down to the basement. I should love to cut it out of there.
I had a great picture of them with like the 10-gallon, the way oversized cowboy hats and their nudie suits, no beards.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took them a while to find their image, you know,
Yeah.
and now they have one of the most iconic images of the 80s, you know.
Well, I love the reason they stopped wearing the nudie suits wasn't because they didn't like them. They got stolen, or Billy's got stolen. And then it popped up like 50 years later on Pawn Stars.
That's funny.
So yes, the ticker doesn't work. I just put in a support request, man. It's like it just doesn't work at all. So, if it has ceased to function, that's going to be a problem.
I remember when I first started taking lessons when I was like 14 years old. One of my first guitar teachers wanted me to learn this riff, like the dan 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 dan. He said it was, you know, decent riff that I could learn early on. And I just remember when they showed it to me, you know, I was young, so I was like, I played it a couple of times with him, like he showed me how to play it, and then I was like, you know, new Metallica? Like I was totally like, it was just like over my head with this stuff. Like now, years later, I can appreciate it for what it is and the feel of it and stuff like that. But man, when I was 14, this was totally like, you know, anyways, next, you know, kind of stuff.
Nobody sounds like these guys, man. That I could
A
think
little
of.
old band from Texas.
You know, it's funny because when you say something like that, I believe you, right? But I mean, if you would have told me that when I was 15, I'd be like, what do you mean? Every band that plays in a bar in town sounds like these guys, you know?
Well, in the 80s, there were some bands there were some bands doing the boogie thing, but when they were doing it in 71, 72, 73.
This section here could be George Thorogood. That just the shuffle. If you took, not when the vocals come in, but you know.
But I didn't know all this stuff, you know, when I was young. You know, I was learning about all this stuff, you know.
Here in Chicago, ZZ Top is well played over the radio.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Over the blues.
Oh, they were everywhere. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
Now this is one of my favorite ZZ Top albums, but it's probably one that most people flies under the radar. This to me is one the most underrated record.
Which one is that?
Tejas.
Tejas.
Which means Texas in Spanish, by the way. So.
Oh, okay. Actually, one of the earliest ways I got into this band was I was into collecting. Well, I was into guitars, obviously, and one of the classic Gibson Les Pauls he had, and Billy Gibbons, right? So I remember seeing all these videos about his Les Paul and stuff like that. So it was interesting, you know.
I've probably told
kind of like a top loader.
I've probably told this story before, but Penn Jillette talks about he was on the Tonight Show with, I don't know if it was ZZ Top or if it was Billy Gibbons by himself, but Billy Gibbons was playing on stage, and he heard somebody in the audience was saying he's only that good because he's playing a $30,000 guitar. And he stopped playing custom Gibsons after that. He only from that on. He only played on stage Gibsons that you could buy.
Oh, store bought, yeah.
Yeah. Well, or it would be like his model, you know, which was still available in the store. He wasn't using like his heavily modded ones.
Yeah.
Because of that, you know.
Everyone would be playing guitar if you could just.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know, if you could just buy the 30,000 one and be as good as Billy Gibbons.
Yeah. That's the best story ever because the same person, Penn Jillette, was really good friends with Lou Reed. And he's like, Lou Reed, you know, they would jam together, and they hung out for years. They were really good friends until he met Lori and married her, and then they kind of went their own ways. But he said that he would come over to his house, and he's like, I had a Gibson with a Marshall tube stack, and he's like, it didn't matter what Lou plugged into, it sounded like Lou Reed. It didn't matter what kind of guitar it was, what kind of amp. It still sounded like the Velvet Underground.
Crappy guitars in the 80s, and he was the guy who told Johnny Ramone, get rid of the Mouse Ride and get a real guitar. Yeah. And then he was like he was like that New York tour or whatever. He was just playing garbage. I mean, I shouldn't say garbage. You know, it's all cool, but
and Penn said he was like he had his sound, but he said that the guy took lessons his whole life. Like he knew how to play like hard blues, and he said he would do all this other stuff, and you wouldn't believe it was Lou Reed playing, you know. But always went back to the same sound.
Yeah.
But the last time I saw you, Mark, I actually saw you.
Yes, that's true. It was great meeting you, Patrick. It was a really, really good time.
Yes, it was an interesting afternoon of
and you didn't have any
driving,
medical emergencies,
of parking. We almost did. We almost got stuck in a parking garage.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Parking garage, and
we got out okay.
I will say that Ed is a great chauffeur, but not the best parker in the world. Not the best parker.
Oh, and the reason why that guy was screaming at him was because he did that U-turn, and the guy, I saw what happened. He slowed right down to do the U-turn, and the guy was right behind him, and he kind of did a nosedive behind him, like braking, because he must have braked at the last second, Ed. And the guy was all like, red-faced, and like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, when he went around the corner, and that's why you're all cracking him, like, why is he so mad? Nobody.
Yes, we got it. We actually made a Canadian angry. So.
Oh yeah, really angry actually.
He was very, very.
There's Mark. That's the guy I don't want in the trenches with me. See, he's defending the Canadian over his friend.
No, I mean,
he's more loyal to his country than the guys he's driving with.
It could happen.
Throw his toque down.
Like if it turned into a road rage where you guys got out of the vehicles, Mark would be saying, "Well, Ed, you're wrong. You were wrong."
The cool thing, I mean, one of the coolest part of the day was the 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐵 thing. That was pretty.
Oh yeah,
so
that was great.
Yeah, that was cool to get that tour of the 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐺𝐵 because Bobby Gass bum rushed the poor lady at the freaking door. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure you probably talked about it on Friday, but I take it you enjoyed Rush, Patrick?
I did, but like I said, the sound where I was sitting wasn't stellar, but it was more about the whole experience than anything else. It was great to see them having such a good time, and to see Geddy was like tearing up when he was leaving the stage. I could see him come off the stage. That's where I was sitting. I could actually see the backstage where they came off, and he was like
because the sound was so bad.
No, because he was so glad to be there. And,
I think I saw one of your videos. Yeah,
he said
I was on that side too, and the sound.
He
was
said, "Yeah, I mean, a lot of bass. It was like very like this cloud of bass."
Really surprised.
Yeah.
I haven't heard a bad sounding arena show in a long time. Not that I go to so many, but everything sounds so good these days.
Some of the insider, like some of the basketball rinks, get kind of weird.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple shows where you can tell that the sound system was built for outdoors. Like I saw Kiss maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I saw him at the indoor venue where the Hawks play, and you could tell it wasn't. Even with all the high sound, you could tell it wasn't made for an indoor venue. And then I saw him on the next leg of the tour at the amphitheater, and it sounded amazing. So
yeah, whenever I saw Rush at the amphitheater here in Toronto, remember when we passed by there, Patrick, I'd wanted by the water there. That always sounded fantastic because it was specifically designed for live music, that whole venue. So of course it's going to sound much better than an indoor thing, right?
And some of those venues, it just depends on where you're sitting.
Yeah,
because at the baseball stadium, if you're sitting on the field, it sounds amazing. But if you're in the stands, there's just so much echo bouncing around. It's so bad. I mean, I've seen them before. And like I said, for me, I could tell that they were playing great. It was just
it was just more, like I said, it was the whole atmosphere and the Rush fans down there doing the air drumming and the Brazilian chorus and the interaction between Geddy and Alex and how they were how happy they were just to be playing the music. You could tell. I mean, it was really cool. So.
And it was interesting because they showed on the TV every night on the news. They had a segment about the Rush thing. They showed the pop-up. They showed the brewery where they had the get-together. And there was all kinds of stuff. Like, all week it was on the news. So it was a big event in Toronto.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Hey, Trekker, long time no see. Hey, Bobby, everyone. Oaken Shield.
This was where this was like the peak of their powers on this one.
Yeah.
I was cracking up today, so I've been going to this. There's it just opened like a year ago, but there's a 50s style barbershop up the road here, and we're in there today, or I was in there today, and got Bill Haley playing, and this magic moment was at the Drifters.
Platters.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Platters are really killer music. He's talking about, he feels bad for his kids because of the way things are going, and talking about the way it was back in the day. He's a younger guy. He's like 35. Yeah. But then at the same time, he starts talking politics. And he's like a really far left, like his hair should be green type of guy. And I'm like, all this stuff talking about going back in the old days, and then your politics like completely don't match, It was
So did you get a little off the top, Steve?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he cuts it close. Well, I like
Looks
the way
good.
he does it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because when it grows, and in like 2 days, it'll be a real nice taper. Like a lot of the barbershops here don't know how to do tapers anymore.
I like it when, like, my hair's always good for 2 days after. You do the sides.
Plus, this, the top doesn't grow much, but the sides grow real fast. So I like them really tight.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Actually, last time I went, he was playing that 50s style Hawaiian music. What I'm talking about, the like rock Hawaiian mix that was popular.
Got a lot of Hawaiian records from the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, I haven't listened to them in a long time. They have all the 7-inches with the hula girls on the front.
Oh yeah,
I have a bunch of those.
I got like a 𝐿𝐞𝐫𝐲'𝐬 or something like that.
Yeah, he was a big one. Yeah. What they were is mostly they were tourists, like tourist records. Yeah. When everyone went to Hawaii, or not everyone, but that became a tourist destination after World War II, and everyone would come back with records.
Yeah, and that built the whole lounge kind of.
Yeah.
Tiki kind of thing.
There's a record store here that he has a collection of like 200. It's not all Hawaiian, but that style with the thick jackets, and some of it's jazz. You know what I'm talking about, though. But he wants like $10 a piece for them. I was like, man, those are dollar.
Those
records.
were dollar records. Those
records.
Yeah, those were. I got mine for 50 cents. They were Salvation Army records.
Nothing. I don't even know.
Every family who was like a little higher than middle class went to Hawaii and brought back one of those records.
Yeah. But it's old. It's worth more.
Well, it did become kind of trendy there in the late 90s or whatever.
You got to turn your mic up, man. I can hardly hear you.
This guy, he opened a record store, but you could tell he's not a long-time collector, Like, he had a really nice, what was it? Oh, Jesus, it's going to drive me nuts now.
I'll pull those out and listen to them once in a while.
Godfather of Country, help me out.
Hank Williams?
No, not
Jimmy
Hank
Rogers?
Williams. Oh, goddamn it.
Jimmy Rogers?
No, it's not Jimmy Rogers.
Paul Jones?
Loudermilk?
Is it before Hank Williams?
No, he just died in the 90s.
George Jones?
George Jones, thank you. God damn, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. He had a white label promo from the late 60s of George Jones, and he wanted like $75 for it. And it was like a $20 record, Yeah. Just crazy price. Oh, but it's a promo copy. I was like, yeah. I just couldn't think of it. I know, yeah.
Hey, Harry.
My favorite story about George Jones, him getting a fucking DUI driving a fucking
the
tractor.
lawnmower.
Oh, there's so many George Jones stories.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Cocaine and Rhinestones, season 2, it's all George Jones.
Hey, Harry.
So, was there 2 singers in ZZ Top?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the other guy, Dusty, right?
Yeah, Dusty and Billy would sing it.
Okay.
Then you had Elwood with his, what is it, like 25 string guitar?
It's so annoying.
Nine neck
Yeah. That was Billy Gibbons' idea to give him that.
Yeah, Billy.
So I guess you would be doing it too.
It's an inside joke between the two of
Yeah.
them that nobody else gets, and it just makes the band look stupid.
Yeah. It looks stupid.
It's the same thing with the fake hair and the fake beard. It's like
Yeah,
like an
and
inside
for the
joke.
new guy to do that, like,
Yeah.
not good. But you know what? Yeah. If Billy suggests it, you're going to say yes, sir.
So the question is he going to continue as ZZ Top without Frank Beard?
Why?
Yeah,
They're
I
still
think
in
so.
the middle of the tour, so
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said
they
that the
got-
new shows are coming up. They keep going. The tours resuming.
It's the name, man. That's what the people are coming for.
I mean,
People
I
go
don't
for the ad, Matt. They just see that logo and they go, okay,
Yeah.
it's ZZ Top. You know,
I mean, ultimately, he started the band.
Worked
too.
for Leonard Skinner.
it's still working for Leonard.
It's still working for Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Just the name.
It didn't work so well for Blackfoot, but it's doing good for Leonard Skinner.
Molly Hatchet.
Yeah. Molly
Molly
Hatchet has no
Hatchet is
members
still
either.
doing shows though, and they still sound
Yeah.
great.
No,
But there's no original members on that.
No,
They're
but
all
all
dead.
the guys in the band have, but like 1 or 2 have been there since the '80s.
yeah, they haven't had their tenure in the band.
Little Feet, the same thing, right?
Yeah,
well,
Little
there's some
Feat's doing
original
their-
members.
They're
Is
doing
there?
their final tour right now. I just saw. So their final tour, you know. But they got to be in their late 70s too. Maybe older.
Hey, Cesar.
Hey, Cesar.
I'm heading your way tomorrow.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Cleveland. See.
Be getting up in the morning and driving to Bakersfield, and then Thursday head to
On the
La La
streets
Land.
of Bakersfield.
yes.
Are you guys setting up a table or something, or are you just going to buy?
No, we're actually gonna have a table. Jim got a free table, so I've got like some box sets and crap I just want to get rid of. We got the table so we could like early bird shop on
Oh.
Friday and get in early on Saturday. So
A good idea.
my idea, of course, but yeah. Sorry. I said, he's going, hey, they're offering me a table. I said, Jim, get the table. I said, why, you want to sell? I said, not really, but I want to buy early. So, yeah.
I think it would be called ZZ Not from now on.
Yeah, they would go to see Just Billy, I understand, but I need to hear Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers. They played that when I saw them, and I would be disappointed if I didn't hear that with Dusty Hill singing.
I think we're going to the Rainbow on Friday, Cesar, if you want to go. 𝐏𝐫𝐿 is like putting together a group to go to the Rainbow on Friday.
Is there a show playing?
I don't know. I've never. I don't recall ever going to the Rainbow. So
It's a good place.
It's a bar, yeah. It's a good bar. I drank there all day.
want to
great
go
photos
hang out
in there.
where Lemmy played his little video game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wasn't
there's,
there. He wasn't there because he was on tour when we went. Like they said, he's
So
on.
the-
He's either there or on tour. Those were the
Yeah.
two options.
The bricks outside have band logos carved into them. One of the guys his band and my band shared a practice space. He was the one that designed them and carved them all into the bricks.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
Actually, he was involved in one of the craziest nights of my life because once we lost our practice spot, I had a old RV garage in our backyard. It was me and my buddy. It was my parents' house. They had moved out, and we were renting it from him, me and a buddy of mine. And we got into a fight over. He left his guitar, his guitar player left the guitar against the amp instead of in a stand. And when we plugged in and started practicing, it fell over and the neck broke. And so he got mad at us, and it turned into a big argument back and forth. And he came to get his stuff, which was fine. But he came at like 2 a.m. with a big group of guys, and his brother ended up pulling out a gun. So then my roommate, who was a psycho, ran inside and came out with an AK-47. And dude, crazy! One of the craziest nights of my life. And we're all fucking plastered, you know. Oh man. Good times.
Bad.
Weapons and alcohol don't mix.
Oh my god.
I can't stand leaning guitars against amps,
Oh.
especially when they do it face up, so the back of the
no,
fingerboard, so like it gets dings in it. Like if you're doing it against the strings, it's possible to do it, but it bothers me.
And we warned them about it all the time, and we're not paying attention. Especially
rather
when
lay
we've
it on
been
the floor.
drinking well, and there were stands. I mean, there was plenty of places for them to put it.
Or just bring a soft shell case and just put it in that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a hard shell case there. They just got lazy and left it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it at a gig, Cleveland, and then you're coming back to get it. No one else is going to touch it. I can see that.
But I mean, this was a practice. But there were always people there. We always had like 20 people there. I mean, it was not the place to. I didn't even. My guitar players didn't even leave their guitars there. They would pack them up and take them with them. Because there were too many people there.
Yeah.
And they both had really like $800-900 guitars. And the funny thing about this is it was a BC Rich. It was like a $150 guitar back then.
Not.
You know what I mean? It's not like it was a high dollar guitar that got broken.
Moving sidewalk.
No moving sidewalks?
No. I don't think Frank Beard played at Moving Sidewalks, did he?
No, he didn't.
Doesn't quite fit the motif then.
Okay. No ZZ Top covers then?
Nope.
Pretty sure Patrick has a vast selection of incredible ZZ Top to listen to.
The only person in the Moving Sidewalks was Billy Gibbons, right?
Yeah. It was the other band, and they kind of merged together. I can't remember. I remember reading it.
Because I mean, the Moving Sidewalks were like 13th floor elevator era. They were old.
Yeah, I want to say it was 68, right?
Yeah, it was kind of that psych.
It was just him though, wasn't it? It wasn't.
Moving Sidewalks was just him. I can't remember, but when they opened for
And the other two
Hendrix,
were
it might have been a
another
different
band or
band.
something.
I can't remember. There was another band. They merged.
Well,
They opened for Hendrix, and they did a couple of Hendrix songs.
Hendrix said he was better than Hendrix. Like Gibbons was.
Yeah, I've only heard Hendrix say that once, and everybody.
Yeah, I mean, but you say
I heard
anything,
him say it about Rory Gallagher, and I've heard everybody say that he said it about this guy or that guy or Phil 𝐾𝐫𝐲.
Terry Caff.
Yeah.
Phil 𝐾𝐫𝐲. Yeah, Phil 𝐾𝐫𝐲's another one that gets brought up all the time. So. He was a great guitar player. No, never John Paul Jones. But yeah.
Jimi Hendrix said John Paul Jones was a better guitar. I have an interview.
But and the Phil 𝐾𝐫𝐲 one's funny because he wasn't even part of that scene, That
He was in
interview.
Glass Harp? Was that his name? Glass Harp?
Yeah, he was in Glass Harp, and then most of his solo stuff is better than the Glass Harp stuff. But
Probably one of my
Bobby,
favorite
that
songs.
was pretty popular thing back in the day. At the end of the show, bands would lean the guitar up, and there would be feedback as they were walking off the stage. That wasn't what this was, though.
Cleveland knows.
They still do that. I
Yeah.
I seen a band last week that did that. And I know you know, Steve. I'm just chatting.
Oh yeah, I forgot Frank Marino was doing that show. I don't think.
Yeah,
it's been
remember I
16
said that the
years,
other day
though,
when
has it?
Marino was playing live. I even saw the video the other night. He was in Montreal playing.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh man, I don't think it's been 16 years, though. I thought he was doing shows before the pandemic.
Yeah, he did a couple of shows, didn't he? And then
Yeah, I thought so.
I've never seen him play live, and I thought it was fantastic when I saw it.
You're in Canada. How can you not see Frank Marino?
Speaking of
Yeah,
him,
Marino
though,
was not
I got. I only bought a couple of records this last couple of weeks, but
Marino was a guy I only heard when I started hanging with you, Patrick.
picked up a mint promo copy of Mahogany Rush Live.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
and then
Great record.
Grab It for a Second from Golden Earrings, the second Chesterfield's Kings.
Oh, cool.
And then a white label, it was sealed actually, white label promo of David Allen Coe.
Right on.
All cheap stuff. Well, the Chesterfield Kings was like $20.
Yes, we're all about to congregate in the wonderful world of Los Angeles. I'm picking out my record stores and antique malls on the way down tomorrow. So
Right on, Raymond.
So
Right,
where's your
those
show at,
uses
John?
photos.
Your show's in Boston?
Yeah.
I thought Walter Rossi was that guy that was a krautrock dude. Is this a different dude?
Who's that?
Walter Rossi?
Walter Rossi.
I thought that was a krautrock guy. Maybe I've got the wrong Rossi picked up. I've heard of Charlie.
Francis Rossi from Status Quo. I know Bob Ross, the painter.
Ross the boss.
Rossi was
Walter Rossi.
what was
played
the
with-
sangria? Was it Carlo and Rossi? Was the sangria guys?
It said Walter Rossi from Canada played with Wilson Pickett and Buddy Miles Express.
Oh, not
I don't
bad.
know, Fluffy. It's Jim's table, so I don't know. I guess it's many. I don't know how Jim has
A
that
martini and
allocated. I'm not bringing a ton of stuff myself. I'm just bringing enough to make it look like we're actually selling when we're really not there to sell. So, yeah. I just wanted to do it, so I want to go shopping on Friday while all the other dealers are setting up. That's where I want to shop, or anybody gets there. That was the whole point.
There's nothing special on your list you're looking for?
No.
Hey, Depeche.
I mean,
Hey, Mark,
I mean,
panel guy.
the stuff that I'll be into is probably there's a David Pack solo album, the guy from Ambrosia. It's like a $5 record. I've never seen it. You know, I just look for stuff that looks interesting. Like when I bought those Santos records, I didn't know who they were, but they just looked interesting. Rick Emmett produced it. I was like, okay, I'll spend the $5-6 on it. You know, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. You know, if I
It's
wanna
nice
buy
to know
expensive
Santa's.
records-
It's nice to know Santa's records haven't gone up in price in the last 30 years.
No.
Now the only thing that's gone up is that first single.
You know, so yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff I look for. You know, I mean, if I want to buy expensive records, I could buy them anywhere. You know.
Yeah. It's the hard to find ones, or like the rare.
I'm just looking for the shit that
Hey,
could
Twanger.
be cool. You know.
Yeah.
So Friday's the setup day if you're a seller. If you're a seller, you get to go up early, and we'll throw our boxes up there. Then we'll start walking around to all the other sellers and start thumbing through their shit.
Yeah, that's always I've said this before. I always make more money before the record shows start from dealers and shops coming to my booth. I'll usually make like $400 or $500 that first hour before they open to the public.
That sounds like a good plan.
It's free, you know. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave Jim the table because he advertised, put their advertising in there. So. Jim's a good guy to know in LA, man. He knows all the record store owners, knows where to go. He'll get you a discount. You know, you usually get like a 10% discount at all the record stores we go to. So he's a good guy to know. And he'll drive you around too, man. Super.
So,
and he'll tell you
Cal-
stories.
I found out that 33 7 inches in a row will overheat your Humming Guru. I've literally got like 1,000 7 inches around me, so I've been cleaning them all and listening, separating
And
stuff. I'm gonna get
33
rid of and
33 was
stuff.
the breaking point, huh?
And all of a sudden it started flashing orange, and I actually counted. That's how many I cleaned in a row. So I was cleaning them and then reading it, and getting up and swapping them out. And all of a sudden it stopped. I was like, what the hell?
I vacuum dry my records after the ultrasonic, and the vacuum
they're
will
gonna be
overheat because I have like the extension on where it doesn't no way it gets through, just a little hole, so it can hold the record up with the suction. But it'll overheat after a while.
I
Shut
looked at the
down.
list. I looked at the list, SR, and those guys from Wales weren't on the list. They might be there, but they weren't on the dealer list. A little bit disappointed, but hey, shit happens.
So I'm reading this one right now. This just came out a couple days ago. It's called Them. It's the son of Stephen King's got a partner named it's like Robert Chismar or something, and this is his son's first book, and it's kind of a Stephen King style. It's fantastic. I'm 150 pages in a day and a half.
Oh, nice. You know what I started? I started The Wheel of Time.
Oh, did you?
So I don't know.
It's a great series, man.
Yeah, I've heard
there's
about
only
it for
14
years.
of them.
Yeah, I know. So I may have the year. Like, we'll see if I want to do it straight. But I'm only on the first one.
There's a couple of them. Like the first 4, I think are really good, and then there's a couple that are kind of mediocre.
Yeah, they say there's a slog in the middle.
But you still got to read them because it's funny. You've been talking about, is it the First Law series, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize I ordered these like a year and a half ago. So Joe Abercrombie did what do they call it? Like a Kickstarter thing.
Yep.
For a custom series that he put together.
What ones are those? Is that
it's the first 3 books?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I really want you to do. I'm not saying you have to do it, but do the audio book at least an hour of the first one. That guy, the guy who reads, is the best reader I've ever listened to. Yeah, and as the series goes on, because the characters are so animated, he gets into it. It's almost over the top.
Yeah, these are great, like custom.
Yeah, that may be the best reading experience I ever had was doing those books.
Yeah. But yeah, he just came out. It's all custom artwork and stuff from the book on the box. So I guess I ordered these like a year and a half ago, though.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, those are nothing's better than those. For that sort of fiction.
Yeah.
Was this their first real hit, maybe? Francine was kind of big.
I heard, this is before my time, but this was on classic rock radio. Well, it wasn't even classic rock, it was just rock radio, FM rock.
Yeah,
as far as I could remember.
This got a lot of airplay. So.
I have no idea what was going on in 73. So we had that, my old band, Steve, I told this story, but we did a ZZ Top show. Right on, 91.
Jam and Beaver?
Jam and Beaver, yeah.
Interesting name.
Yeah, that on there. Yeah, Jam.
We dressed up as ZZ Top and we did a couple of ZZ Top numbers. And my guitar player built the guitar that spun.
Oh, nice.
Beaver
just for like 4 songs or whatever we did.
I've had this one for a year, and I had the one before that for 3 years. I never had to clean the basin. As long as you're cleaning out the filters and stuff, you shouldn't have to clean in there.
So how long did it take it to cool off?
Oh, it was like I turned it off and went and had lunch and came back, and it was fine.
Did you slow down your production at that point?
Well, that was the biggest group. I've only been doing like 10 at a time since then, but it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you're like me. If I'm going to do 45s, I'll do a stack because I don't want to have to reset it after I do it. So, okay.
What year is that one?
83. This is the.
Oh wow, that's right there.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I saw them on that tour. I think I saw. I think John Bandy was probably the same gig.
My Eliminator is Columbia House. I'm pretty sure. I think I bought it from the 12 records for a penny.
This was this one. Then.
I used to steal my dad's copy of that when it came. He had it on cassette, and it would always be in my room. He'd get pissed.
Not Afterburner?
Not Afterburner. Eliminator. I wore that.
And I saw him another time with Brooks and Dunn. It was an interesting combo, but it worked.
Missing her.
They cross over with a lot of people. You know, ZZ Top, you could play with hard rock, you could play with, they're kind of like Cheap Trick, a utility band almost.
They're one of those bands that everybody likes.
Yeah, you could play with country, you could play with
country, metal, rock, everybody likes.
You could play like biker weekends, you could play like kind of like family concert shows. Like
bikers love that.
Puppet shows.
Yeah, puppet shows.
Even a lot of the blues guys love Jesus.
I mean, theoretically, they could even play it on those '80s retro concerts. You know,
They could even opened up for Spinal Tap.
do legs and TV dinners.
I think
At the time, that
most
was
people
like
are
one
going
of
to
the
go to the
coolest
Doug
videos,
show.
too.
That's on Saturday, isn't it?
I remember the first time I saw the Fandango cover, I was shocked that was the same band because I knew them from Eliminator was the first album of theirs I had, you know. So I already knew them with the beards and the cloud guitars and all that.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Yeah. And then to see the Fandango cover, you're like, this is not the same band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew they had a lot.
They look like a country band except for Frank
Yeah.
Beard.
Yeah.
Got flowers there on the sleeves there.
You know, those
Yeah, the
that-
nudie
that-
suits.
Yeah, I saw that about Columbia
little
House
visual
today.
cover.
Columbia
It
House
was-
shut, but I thought they were done years ago.
It
Yeah,
was
I know.
done years ago, and then some company bought them out and started it up again, saying that they were going to do the subscriptions, and it never took off.
I heard they kind of were doing DVDs. That's what.
Even DVDs. I mean, everyone's streaming or pay-per-view or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had shut down for a while, and then some what do they call them? Some conglomerate bought them out.
Or you bought the name.
So
And tried to-
Cesar, you have a vocal cord injury that music, loud music hurts it. That's kind of weird. I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's kind of fucked up.
What, like rattles something? Or?
I don't know. I mean, how does a vocal cord injury hurt you when you listen to music? I'm curious. Is it the vibration?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe just a guy who talks a lot, so he just has to talk really loud. You know, like when you're at a show.
Yeah, maybe trying to talk to people. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And
what
you just,
replacing-
I do that. I mean, I'm sure people have done it to me, but like when people are talking to you and the band's on, and you're just like, yep, you can't hear a word they're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've done it. They've done
My
it.
wife is horrible about it. We'll be at a show and she's trying to talk to me about something she likes, and I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me a couple
I have no
times the
idea
other
what
night.
he's
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I saw Sarah's gonna DJ the rest of the night, huh?
yeah, the in between bands and stuff. Yeah,
That's a big
she's a known entity in town.
It's amazing what putting on a new outer sleeve could do to a record. Makes it look all nice and fresh.
Oh yeah, I got this one, Patrick. I know we've all seen it before, but
Yeah.
You don't like
Nice.
ZZ Top.
That's hilarious.
Notice how the Texas flag is prominently, portrayed correctly.
I don't remember where I saw it. I just saw it recently. You remember the old school trucker hats that were real high?
yeah,
In front there. I saw
those
a
were
ZZ
trucker
Top
hats.
one just recently. Oh, you know where it was? It was at the John Cougar Mellencamp show. There was a guy wearing it was the old school like
Yeah.
80s style though.
But though that's the definition of trucker hats,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
be confused with baseball caps, because there was
Yeah.
a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they call
And
it
I'm not-
with the mesh.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen one of the big ones like that in a long time. It had the band across the front too.
I have some old baseball hats like that, with the mesh in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Who hat like that when I was a kid, where they did the iron-on, like they used to, the iron-on stores, you could do the
I
hat.
remember Iron-On.
Oh yeah.
And it was like white and it had the black logo, and I never wore it. It just looked, I just hung it on like a bedpost. I could never wear it. Waste of $8.
Yeah, I remember some of those hats when I was a kid.
Well, do you still
We're in
have them?
Phoenix, so you would want to wear a hat a lot of the time,
Yeah.
And it would be like super tight, like one.
It just never
knob,
looked good.
And it's like this much higher than your head.
Yeah, it was higher than the head, and it looked brand new, and it was stiff. Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
The hard snapbacks in the
Yeah.
And I didn't have short hair. Like, even if I didn't have really long hair, like, it would push the hair out, make hat hair.
But But you don't have that hoop hat anymore, huh, John?
No, that one didn't. I never liked it.
So now it is a waste of $8.
He would have.
It was always a waste of $8. I didn't like it after I got it home. You know, once I could have got a shirt. I could have got a.
Well, it's like the painter hat.
On shirt.
I never wore the painter hats, but I probably had a dozen of them from different.
I had some painter hats. I had a Van Halen. I had a Pink Floyd, and it had like I didn't wear it, but it had like the wall. They were cheap. But it had like the wall. It had the characters from inside the inner sleeve. Like
I remember they'd give them out as promos sometimes at the record stores. That's why I had a bunch of them. But
I had a Zeppelin one. I think I sold it on eBay for $50.
I might have had a Zeppelin one. I had a Van Halen and definitely Pink Floyd. It said
they were cool.
It had like the wall on the
they
front.
would have like the logo on the top and stuff.
Yeah. There was stuff on the top and around. And, yeah.
You had some of it. Didn't
I
you
think
do
I
a
had
video
one like
a
from
while
the
back
Super
with
Bowl
some?
too.
Not me.
No, Vance.
Vance.
Did you do a video a while back with a couple of?
I might have put one in there. I don't know.
It might have been a radio station. It may not have been.
Yeah, I might have showed like the picture of one that I sold on eBay. I know I had a Super Bowl like 19 or something of it too, and it had all that stuff on the sides and all the teams and all that.
I wish I had all those Coke mirrors, Carnival mirrors still.
Man. Oh yeah.
I wish I had those beer sign Coke mirrors. I wish I had those suckers.
I see them so one of the local antique malls, I've almost bought it a couple times.
Yeah.
They've got the big ones, a Led Zeppelin one, but they want like $200 for it. And they've had it sales a couple times where I was gonna get it, but I just can't bring myself. I used to win them for dart games. It's hard to bring myself.
Yeah,
to
I used to win.
For it,
Most of mine were the ones I won were cheap. They were like foil, like. Well, I had some medium-sized ones, but they were like it was like the Swan Song label. It was like foil behind it. It wasn't. But I had some of my older cousins. Like I had a Jim Morrison one that I wish I still had. Probably broke. Used to put them in boxes and they'd break.
The big ones were nice, though. I always had the medium-sized square ones and the small square ones. More from the
small.
80s.
I had like AC/DC, the small ones.
I had a
the
bunch
ones
of
you
the
actually
cruise.
Those are the
one
ones
you're talking about, John, with the foil one.
I need to check the box.
One and a Zeppelin one here.
I had a few of those. I might have had a Van Halen one.
Bust it out. You got to bust that out.
Yeah. I'll show you.
And the one they have is the Led Zeppelin. It's not the Led Zeppelin logo. It's like the bubble style letters, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
From like the mid 70s.
Darren, you can talk with your mouth full online, so it's okay if you're eating and you can type.
Which one are you using? The first one or the newer one? I don't think the newer one has a filter at the bottom, does it?
Which one? What are you talking about?
The
𝐶𝐚𝐫𝐤.
Oh, yeah, mine has a filter.
Inside of the basin, though?
No, the filter is actually it's not a filter. It's like the actual thing that you attach down for the 45 attachment. That has a filter on the bottom of it. Where it's got the little holes in it.
Yeah.
It gets crap stuck in it. I don't have a filter per se. The 𝐶𝐚𝐫𝐤 Nova has a little filter, but it's.
They told me if you get anything stuck in there, instead of taking it apart, dump a little water in there and do the drain cycle by itself, because the drain cycle doesn't just drain it; it vibrates it a little bit at the same time. And they said do that a couple times and it'll clear it out.
So the one behind me doesn't drain all the way still. So I just
that's a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and it has
my Jim Morrison was like
metallic
that.
in there. Yeah, the Metallica kind of stuff.
Yeah, those are cool. The one I'm talking about's the wider ones. The ones that are like 2 feet by 1 foot, that size.
Oh. Yeah, I got a Rush one with that kind of design too. The Starman.
Yeah.
And a Journey and a Yes one. The Yes one was made like in a graphics class we did. But...
I remember a 2112 one that was really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And there was a Starman David Bowie that I thought was stupid back then, but I would love to have
wouldn't
now. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if I would have noticed Bowie back
Yeah,
then.
I just remember the picture and thinking it was lame.
Probably would have been the best
other
one
one I
of
had
them
was
all
a-
now.
Oh yeah, I would love to have. I would pay for that one, you know.
I had one that was a black glass. It was a Black Sabbath with the pentagram for the candles, and then like the I don't know if it was Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but like the creature kind of looking guy over it, but it was like a black glass.
Yeah.
Which was pretty neat, man.
Yeah,
Wish
I didn't
never
have
got
that
rid of it.
many.
I traded that for something. God knows.
I had so many of the small ones, like the Motley Crue and the
little
no, not the ones that are like 8x8.
Yeah.
That had
Okay, there was
I
even
call them,
smaller
like, the
ones.
Oh, were there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I
those.
had like AC/DC, Power Age, or High Voltage. I can't remember.
Or
I had a
6x6.
Robert Plant when
Yeah, I
sold
had a
it,
bunch
never
of
showed
those.
But yeah,
All
but
the
then
Motley
you had the
Crue
medium
ones,
ones, right?
Van
You could win the
Halen.
medium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might have been 5x5, the small ones, right? They're probably smaller than a 45, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well,
I
I
wanna
don't know.
say
They
the
were
one-
about
Can't remember, maybe the
about
size of
this
45.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe about that size. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, it was like
You might be right because this is too big. So maybe I'm thinking like, maybe 6x6 or 7x7. Yeah, you.
And
might
then
be
if
right.
you were really good, they'd have like a big beer one,
Yeah.
Heineken or something on there.
Yeah,
You have to, you got it through the center hole or whatever it was.
So my uncle collected. My uncle was he still is. He was a hardcore boozer though, and he had a basement that was.
Isn't that what uncles do?
This is in the 80s though. He had a kegerator in his house, and he had like a whole wall with the what do they call them? The little knobs for the keg.
I'm pretty sure your niece and nephew and all of our nieces and nephews, for the most part, would say that we were big boozers too. So
No, not like this. Like I don't remember. I have no memories of him sober ever. Like he would wake up and be drinking, but he would have all the He had like 150 different taps on the wall, and he had the tap for every beer that he would have in the keg. So he would buy, and he would go through a keg a week. I mean, he was it's amazing he's still alive.
Huh.
But yeah, he
Still
had
have all
all
the tappers and
the
everything?
neon signs. He probably had thousands of dollars back in the 80s prices, Like we would be
Still
at
have any
swap
of that
meets,
stuff, or no?
and my dad would find a payphone to call him. Hey, I found this bush from 1972. Do you got this one? Just crazy.
Luke, welcome.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I just don't have the room for it.
You just need to move out of the city.
Yeah. Well,
Get you a little farmhouse in
There you go.
an hour
I'd do
south
it.
of the city.
oh yeah, that'll work.
yeah. Even an hour out now. It's
Yeah,
Please do not-
yeah, it's all
please do not
suburbs
take-
now.
Please do not take
Yeah.
life altering changes and advice on this live stream. Please, we are not responsible for you making stupid decisions about your life.
to Wisconsin.
Well, Vance can move to Texas.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I don't think that's happening at all.
Nope, not anymore.
Or Alaska or something.
Oh, Alaska, jeez.
Alaska's a funny one though. Like
Yeah, Luke, I don't see Georgia on my since I'm not working it anymore. I don't have any reason to go to Georgia.
Alaska is one of those funny places.
I do like Georgia.
Everybody I know that's ever been stationed there has always tried to go back because they liked it so much.
Really?
Alaska, really?
I don't know. I've never heard anybody say anything bad other than the only bad thing I would hear is about the moose. You had to watch out driving because the moose, if you hit one, it would fly right into the cab and kill people.
Yeah.
Those things are.
Those are massive animals, man.
Have you ever been attacked by a moose, Mark?
Track.
No, I've never been attacked by any sort of four-legged animal like that, but I've seen quite a few deer and some, I've seen a moose once from a distance, but that's.
We've been chased down by some crazy fucking ducks.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of those here, man. Holy shit!
It's pretty
I was
sad.
chased by a
It's
moose
pretty sad
once.
when you get your ass kicked by a bunch of geese. But yeah.
I was chased by a moose once. It was a girl in college. It was
Nationwide.
Yeah, 𝐸 might be my favorite. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
it's so
100% my favorite ZZ Top record. Not even close. That's my favorite.
Which one?
𝐏𝐫𝐽.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
it's probably number 2 for me.
Let's represent.
Tres Hombres is just so good.
Let's represent.
There you go.
I think 𝐏𝐫𝐽 is still one of the best songs ever written.
Yes.
And speaking of beer, he co-wrote that one.
Or ripped off from John Lee Hooker. Whatever.
No, the lyrics I'm talking about. not
Yeah,
the-
I know. Yeah, I just mean the groove. I love that groove. I'm a sucker for that groove.
And that's probably the main song you hear from them on the radio, and that's a song I never get tired of.
I never get tired of ZZ Top because I don't listen to radio that much, but it's
I'm
kind of
just
like
saying there's a lot
yeah.
of songs that you've heard so much you don't care if you ever hear it. I've heard
Yeah,
that
no,
song
I know,
just
but-
as much, yeah.
I think for some reason Van Halen, David Lee Roth era Van Halen,
Yeah.
I don't get sick of, and ZZ Top I don't get sick of. But no offense to Vance, but I'll get sick of Zeppelin, I'll get sick of Stones, I'll get sick of...
I don't get sick of Zeppelin. I don't care if I ever hear Zeppelin 4 again. But pretty much the rest of their catalog, I have no problem with.
I don't mean I'm sick of the band, I just mean hearing certain songs, like there's Zeppelin songs I get sick of. I don't mean I'm sick of Zeppelin.
Even here, there's WXRT. Man, they play that hell out of "Fool in the Rain." I go, come on, guys.
Band I don't really like to hear all the time is AC/DC. I don't really want to hear them that often. Unless I'm pulling out deep tracks or early albums or something.
The problem is every radio station plays the same 5 songs.
Yeah, I don't need to hear any of those again.
Night Prowler.
At least for now.
It's the same way with Kiss. It's always the same couple of songs.
Oh yeah. Rock and Roll Night. Detroit
Like, I would
Rock
love to
City,
hear Domino
Friday
just
Night
pop up on the radio.
Oh,
you know what I
Domino.
mean?
Oh, I love
it'd be
Domino.
so great.
I listened to this today. This actually isn't that bad.
Oh, I haven't
New
listened to
York.
that in a while. Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. thought
I
it
have
was
that
pretty good.
record. Yeah, I thought I liked that. They're from South Carolina or North Carolina. if I
Yeah,
remember.
but they're called New York.
Yes, so I was going to say, what a bad idea. I think I might have said it when I reviewed that album. But, like, how do you sell T-shirts? It just says New York. Like, how do you sell merch?
Well, that's like...
And they're obviously pre-internet, but how would you do an internet search on them?
That's like the band Toronto. I think the 2 founding members from Toronto are actually from Chicago.
Yeah. But what a bad... I mean, I guess it worked.
credit.
Boston pulled it out because they had a multi-platinum album and 18 hits.
They had the
but
logo. I remember they had that spaceship that said Boston.
Yeah.
That was the selling
Boston
point.
worked, but that's an exception. You can't just wear a shirt that says New England. You know, it's a tour shirt. It just looks like a tourist shirt.
Yeah.
How do you sell the New York shirts?
You needed a logo or something. Like Boston or Asia. They had the dragon and stuff.
Asia works a little better because people didn't go to Asia and come back with a shirt that said Asia. But how many New York shirts were there in the 80s?
Look at Chicago, the band Chicago. Now, you would see it, you weren't sure when you went into like a gift shop, is that the Chicago band logo or is that the...
Yeah,
But even
exactly.
They got in trouble because,
Exactly.
of the Chicago Transit Authority. They got sued and had to change their name over that.
So to piggyback on that Asia
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
so Asia had an album out in I think 2012. It said Asia. And the album title was XXX. So do not search in the internet for Asia XXX because you will not get what you're thinking of. So I'm like, oh, what were you guys thinking about, man?
Yeah, why don't you just say 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You can get all kinds of weird shit.
What's funny is they completely changed hot rod culture too. Those colored stripes after they did this, like everybody was doing that on their hot rods.
Those were their wives if they were in the video, right?
What's that?
Those were their wives in the video, weren't they?
Oh, I don't remember.
No,
I don't think so. I think they were model chicks. At least in, I think this one, or legs. I thought those were like models or somebody.
Thankfully, the cloud guitars never caught on.
Travis, would mosquito be in there? The three most dangerous animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the mongoose?
The mongoose. Mongoose first Cobra video.
Yeah. The honey badger don't give a fuck. Never see that one.
I have a T-shirt with that on it. Honey badger don't give a shit. Yeah.
The mongooses are crazy though, because they'll get bit like 15 times and they just keep going. They don't give a shit.
Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. He just keeps going and going and going. Yeah. I'm gonna bring my honey badger don't give a shit. Maybe I'll wear that to Vinyl Con.
There you go.
Hey, it'll stand out for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you got White Witch out for Patrick.
That used to be
Wolverine.
That used to be my theme on my website was honey badger don't give a shit. I had my avatar was a honey badger that says yeah. So I was all about that.
Were you listening to the White Witch, Patrick?
No, not that one. Not yet. I'm gonna clean it and rip it.
It's a great record.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
They are both, but they're very different.
Oh yeah, I think I like the other one a little bit better.
Yeah, it's more accessible.
I think that was the one I had first too, was the white one, and then I got that one a couple years later.
Speaking of Led Zeppelin, here you go. This is a classic record reissue of Enter the Outdoor. This is a really expensive record, by the way.
Did it come with the bag?
No, I don't know. I never had it with the bag, so I don't know.
I've never owned a copy with the bag.
Is that the 200-gram one?
Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, it's heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
This one is actually one of the better sounding ones. It's not the best, but yeah.
Can I color the inner sleeve with water?
I don't know if you can or not.
Some of the reissues, see, they didn't do it.
I didn't know about that until I had multiple copies. I didn't know about the water thing until.
I thought somebody had like painted,
probably
like fucking
90s.
like water.
Yeah,
I thought somebody like colored it like paint by numbers.
I remember those those paint books from back in the day, though, when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, watercolor books. It was nominated for a Grammy.
You'd get a cup of water, and you were safe. You could paint. You know.
Did it win a Grammy?
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Okay.
I can't remember what one actually.
Well, if you ain't first, you're last. Remember, that's what Ricky Bobby says. You ain't first, you're last. So, so sorry, Led Zeppelin, you were last.
Yeah, there you go. Actually,
How can you have all 6 covers in shrink? Is there a way of telling when they're in the shrink?
No, you had to. Oh, you had to
Holy
peel
crap.
the corner.
Wow.
You had to peel the
Median
corner
price
of
on
the
this is
bag,
$400
And rip the bag.
Yeah, just on the top corner, you'd have to pull it down to see the letters. They were letter H or F.
Didn't they do reissues of all of them though, without the bag?
I don't know. I bought my reissue with a bag in the 80s.
All of my copies I've ever had have been used, so
Yeah,
they didn't even have the bag.
I've always saw them with the bags.
I've never seen it without the bag.
Yeah.
You know, except maybe
Like
the
new.
used store.
Yeah, the used store I see it all the time. But...
Wow, this is going for money now too.
What one's that?
King's X, Dogman, the vinyl.
Oh yeah.
Which
Dog
one is
Man.
that one?
Huh?
Which one is that?
Dogman?
No, which copy of it?
Oh, it's the only one they put on vinyl is on Metal Blade. So
Oh, nice.
it's the
It's
only-
been reissued a couple of times.
this was the first
Dogman's one of the
This-
characters in that Joe Abercrombie books.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
really?
not this
Yeah.
is not the music on vinyl. This is the Metal Blade. So,
Okay, yeah, that one's from like 10 years ago or something like
yeah,
that.
it's 2017.
Yeah, I've got that one too. I've got
It
the.
goes for The 177 median price right now.
Yeah, so I sold mine for $200 when they announced the MOV one, and bought the MOV one for $35.
You know, you ever see Turkish Star Wars? It's a completely different movie.
So I'm listening to the ebook of the
You ever seen a Turkish Gladiator movie?
Oh yeah, how's that? I never read that. I should read
It
that.
started off kind of slow, and I was like, I don't know why everybody loves it so much. And then I got
Great
like
revenge story. Yeah.
Then I got like 150 pages in, and now I'm hooked. I can't stop
Yeah.
listening to it.
I'm gonna put that on my list.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm about 20 hours into it. So I'm about a third of the way through, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my list.
A lot of those classics I'll read or listen to, and I'm pretty disappointed by. You know, people list them as the greatest books ever. This one is up there.
Yeah,
And they got an ebook deal where you can get that and the Three Musketeers for one credit. So it's like 90 hours of
Yeah. That's a lot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Count of Monte Cristo is 50 hours by itself.
Wow. That's a big book, even.
Which is why I got the ebook instead of reading it.
Yeah.
You know?
Breakfast in America won for Best Album Package in 1980.
Oh, nice.
Best album package? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That
I
is their
know.
best record.
In Through the Outdoor Show won. I mean, come on. 6 different covers in watercolors and a bag? Come on. Breakfast in America.
Did they ever get nominated for anything musical related, their bands, or just for the packaging stuff?
No, they always got dissed.
Hell, Rolling Stone gave him a shitty review.
Yeah, Rolling Stone always dissed them, except...
but now they revised it. Now they revised it, though, yeah.
Yeah, they're that, and then, the Grammys gave them a Lifetime Achievement and all that kind of stuff. Such a...
And then you still got the critics that are talking about how he was a lazy guitar player.
Early Bee Gees or later Bee Gees? Disco Bee Gees.
I'm not gonna laugh at that. Bee Gees. Even if you don't like the '70s disco Bee Gees, there's a way worse bands than them. Yeah, they were legit, but they were legit bands, and they had songs. I'm not saying I'm going to go listen to the
and
disco
early
Bee
stuff
Gees.
is in the vein of the early Beatles stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't say a bad word about them.
They wrote some big songs for other people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Rush made Rolling Stone.
Even their disco stuff was better than most of the disco stuff out there.
Is Rolling Stone still around? They should have folded when Columbia House folded. Actually,
yeah, they're still. Yeah, they just put.
I know they're still around. It's a joke.
The second.
And I don't mean what I was saying is a joke. I mean the magazine's a joke.
Yeah, it is. I don't even know what's in it anymore.
Garbage. It's just garbage.
I wouldn't say they're really around it, and nobody gives a shit about Rolling Stone anymore.
Just ads, crappy industry stuff. They suck for years.
And they've kind of always.
Oh yeah,
been
politics.
That way
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's what killed it for me.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was never a big fan of this magazine, but I remember seeing an article about the misogyny of heavy metal in the '90s, and I was like, "This is."
It was so bad. The only thing they were good is if you wanted like a legacy band, like they do something good on the Stones or Dylan, like certain legacy bands they respected, but.
The same legacy bands that they shit on when they were.
Yeah, sure. Here's a little wonky for me.
I like the magazines out of the UK, the Classic Rock and Mojo and Prog magazine. Those guys.
Can we play Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers later? If you're not all booked up, Patrick.
Yeah, we can close with that one.
I love Cream Magazine though, because Cream Magazine was just as bad. He loved talking shit about Rolling Stone, but he would talk just as much shit about those same bands that he supposed. He loved them,
Oh, Lester Bang.
Yeah, well, everybody that wrote for him.
Boy howdy. I think I still have a Boy Howdy sticker somewhere.
There's a couple good ZZ Top documentaries out there, but that one that Vance showed the thing for is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was a kid,
little band from Texas. That was great.
I vaguely remember them playing a high school, I was too young to go. But.
I always preferred the guitar magazines because it would be just straight up interviews. It wasn't like reviews or we think this. It was straight up interviews, and then they'd have the tab in the back.
That's why I like Rip. Rip would have like unsigned bands. They'd have like new artists, and then they'd have established artists. Then they'd go into like the interviews and shit. So I thought Rip was a good magazine.
Hit Parade magazine was originally just for lyrics for the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have pictures and stuff.
I forgot I had
an early one was Zeppelin.
There you go, right there.
It's a lot of song lyrics.
Boy,
Yeah, it was mainly lyric magazine.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Oh, nice.
I forgot I had that.
I have an early Hit Parader over here somewhere that's a lot of lyrics.
Yeah, I bought the Hit Parader for the posters.
Yeah, those are good.
I'd end up tearing out half the magazine and putting it on the wall.
Or Metal Edge, remember that magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to have somebody start redoing those posters. I'd buy a ton of them.
I mean, it's a little early. It's a 1973 one.
Oh, wow, that is early.
Why did you buy that? What about that one made you buy it, man? What was it about that copy?
It's that lazy guitar player on the cover.
They had the lyrics for Uneasy Rider.
They didn't even put the best guitar player on the cover. They should have put John Paul Jones on the cover.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he's right here.
Oh yeah, you can see his left elbow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, here it's this in all the lyrics for all the songs. There's like a whole list here. Now, later on, it'd be all bands names. Here it had all the songs. So. I just like the color on it.
Oh wow, this is like lo-fi-ish.
Neighbor.
This is like first album?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't find my early Hit Parade.
Very nice.
Yeah, this one you had the Texas Boogie, but it wasn't as pronounced as it was on the later.
Here, John, you missed this one. This is about as early as I got.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got one from the 50s.
And you can see John Paul Jones's hand running down there too. So that was.
I got one with Elvis on the cover.
Oh wow! Yeah, I didn't know it was that old.
That's pretty old.
Yeah. It might actually be hanging up in the house on the frame. I can't. It might be framed. But it's basically just lyrics. And as the 80s went on, they just put a couple of songs in the back pages.
Wow, 1942 was the first issue.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's just all lyrics. Yeah. 42. So then what? Another 40 years later, you got Ozzy Osbourne on the cover.
Yeah. Oh, it's back apparently. October 2025, it came back.
Oh, because Cream came back. They're probably copying them.
I don't see those anywhere.
It came back with Youngblood on the cover.
Well, that's not bad. That's not terrible. But you can't compete with like Classic Rock and those other Iron Fist. Or what are the other magazines?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Metal Hammer and all that.
Yeah, and even Mojo. There's some other ones too. I can't remember. I don't have many.
I don't know if Q's still around. Like Q magazine.
Oh wow! It says they stopped doing the lyrics in '75 because the licensing rights just to list the lyrics was too much, and they didn't make any money.
No, they have lyrics right through the '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
It wasn't as much. Maybe they were more...
it wasn't as much, but they always had the lyrics in the back. I'll pull out.
Yeah, but before that, it was like all lyrics, wasn't it?
Oh, it was all lyrics, yeah. I'll pull out this one here.
It's probably cheaper to do a couple pages of lyrics as opposed to an entire...
Let's see, we're pulling out... This was a random one. It's March of '84 with Joe Elliott.
Look at that. I love that.
I'll just go to the back.
And of course, I'm buying Zeppelin ones, but sometimes I'll buy other bands because I had it, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, Scott's got like.
I'm gonna find the one without lyrics. I'm sure. Oh,
Yeah.
The import album reviews. We got Baron Rojo, Metamorphosis, Overdrive, Metal Attack. And what do we got?
Wow, Baron Rojo.
Bow Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Trust.
Oh,
like that was like.
Those are deep cuts, man.
Those are deep cuts now. They were really deep cuts then.
Baron Rojo from Spain?
Yeah.
Well, Bow Wow.
Yeah, actually, Megaforce had an ad. Where am I? How can I do this?
Yeah, and the ads. Ads are great.
Yeah, the Megaforce has an ad. See that? I can't.
Yeah.
Which way am I going? I'm going.
Other way.
Oh, man. This is like Exciter.
Is that
Eric
Def Leppard
Steele,
selling their
Eric
EP?
Steele.
Is that Def Leppard selling their EP?
No, it's 84. This is the middle of Pyromania.
Okay. All right.
Oh. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Columbia House.
RCA Music Club.
That's RCA. No, that's RCA.
That's RCA, but either way. Alcatraz.
RCA was a little more
Hey,
legit though. 'Cause
Here's the
RCA
lyric. We got Modern Love by Bowie. They
Yeah.
tuck it in next to that famous
that
ad
drawing
to
guys,
draw.
Yeah.
But there'll be a couple other ones.
Perfect pitch were the two.
I like the one like
here's
build a submarine
song
for
index.
$39.
Okay.
There it is. The lyrics: Heart and
My
Soul.
Town.
I see Huey Lewis.
My Town by Paul Simon. My favorites were like build a real life submarine for $39.
Yeah,
The back of the comic book. It's like
For the sea
That
monkey.
and, like the Sea Monkeys, like the whole family that riding bikes.
The
like,
Sea Monkeys,
Yeah, they
the,
look having a great
the
time.
X-ray glasses for $9.99. They were
Yeah.
cardboard.
I knew they didn't work though. Like I could tell even
Oh,
as a
I know,
kid,
yeah.
I knew they didn't work. But other things I was fooled by.
Or
I
the
remember I
itching powder. Yeah.
I would order
What?
the
You ordered
Army
the
Man.
Iron Man?
Yeah, I could get 329 Army men, 30
Yeah.
tanks, 6
And
jeeps,
thought
you
they
know,
would be the plastic
2
Iron Man.
airplanes,
I
and
know.
like for $198.
Yeah, you thought they did the 3D kind of army men, but no, there were these flat things. They had one thing, and they never stood up. It always fell. It was like
Well,
a-
not just that. You would order that stuff, and it would take like 6 months because it would take like 3 months to get there,
Yeah,
and then fulfill the order, and then like you forget about it by the time you got the stuff.
Did Mark
They
take off
really-
or just like drop out?
They reissued that Metal Massacre,
Which
Yeah.
one?
the first one. I mean, I have
yeah.
I have the
I have it right
reissue
here.
of the first, but I have all the originals of the other ones.
We
So
just did a
most of
metal roundtable about. Yeah, that's the reissue from a couple of months, like 2
Yeah,
years
is that like on Red Wax or something too? Or something?
Yeah, it's the one
I
on
have
Red
to-
Wax.
Yeah,
And there are
I
different
have that.
versions when they originally came out. Like,
yeah. Obviously, it's the famous misspelling of Metallica's. I
and
Yeah, it's
Rat
got
was
the
on it, and then
misspelling,
Rat got
yeah,
taken
Rat.
off for the second pressing.
think. I got taken off.
Ron McGovney on bass, but it's still not the first pressing with
No.
what's the band that was on here?
Rat was on there, and
Oh
a
no,
different.
Rat's on here. It's got
Black and
Total
Blue
Loss.
was Black
Oh,
and
Rat's
Blue
on,
there?
but Rat was off. Rat
took
was
it
off
off
for in the '80s. They might have
Okay,
maybe
so
put it on
this
for the
is
reissue.
original. Maybe this is a reissue of the original then.
Yeah, maybe they did that.
That's one I regret because I used to see the first pressing for like 40, 50 bucks. Like
Yes,
15
it was
years ago.
when I started rebuying. It was like $35, and I'm like, I'll find that. Like
Yeah.
everything else, I'm paying
Yeah.
$7
Now it's like
for. Why am I?
350, 400
Yeah.
bucks.
But 35 was a lot of money for a
Yeah,
record,
yeah.
like an old heavy metal record that nobody wanted.
Even the third pressing of it, which is the one you want the least, you know,
Yeah,
is like 150 bucks now.
I think the only one I have is the fourth one.
I think I've got
And I got that reissue, but
I think I've got the first 10, but that's the only one I don't have an original of.
yeah, but you know, we have that leather bound No Remorse. I think you guys,
Yeah,
I think
I
you
have
guys
it.
have it too. Yeah, I think,
I have
yeah,
it.
we as in,
Yeah, I know Vance has it. I sent him the leather cover for
yes,
it.
you did. Thank you very much, sir. It's all set, all packaged up there.
And funny
I
enough,
have-
I showed this before. I was listening to it yesterday though. The satin bag overkill.
oh, nice. I
Oh,
don't have that.
nice.
I don't have too many 7 inches.
Speaking of overkill, and I love this sleeve, the Bronze Records sleeve. Yeah, I saw you got a nice Motorhead collection there, Vance.
Yeah, I put that up. Yeah, I walked in, man. They were just sitting right there. I don't know if it was a Saturday too. I'm surprised.
How much were they priced at?
Anywhere from like 20 to 35.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, Motorhead was always hard to find. I remember even in the 90s, they used to have the divider that would say Motorhead, and every time you flip through it, it would just be like that white light fever or whatever, white line fever, or like a one of those like knockoff live things, and you never found the records in there.
That has been mentioned several times tonight.
Yeah, I showed these a couple weeks ago. I just picked these 3 up originals. Nice. Well, this is actually like an 81 UK reissue.
Yeah, you're double.
Yeah, that's probably what mine is.
You already showed those, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just showing Vance because he wasn't here.
Never get sick of seeing Motorhead records.
But those were $30 a piece, and you never see them for that cheap anymore. The Motorhead's originals are starting to get in the $50, $60 price range now.
Yeah. No, that's why I barely even went through. I'm just taking the whole stack.
And they're 90s, 2000 records on vinyl. Forget about
it. They're
all
German only.
And they've been that way for a while. I remember when
I got what do you want me to do with those that rip that I did of your new record?
Oh, you're talking to me? I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Yeah. So what do you want me to do with that rip I made of your new record?
Oh, could you send it to me via like WeTransfer or something?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
I bought that 1916 original pressing like 10 years ago, and even then it was
really
like $60. That's like $150 now.
I only have that on CD.
And your guitar tone, did you change something about your tone for this record?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What did you do?
Raymond,
I changed. I used like an older Marshall sound, like instead of the more modern like the JCM 800s. I used like
it was a lot thicker sounding than before. So.
Yeah,
I noticed it. I noticed it right away. I was like, oh yeah, it's way different sound.
Yeah.
So it's a mix. Some of them were on Polydor bronze, and then some of them were on GWR. Like the later '80s, it was GWR and Profile. So
Mark, was the first song on that record about some girl that broke your heart or something, or what's the deal?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't about that.
Okay.
It was about like a friend of mine who had that happen, and it all completely like tumbled down, like his whole sort of existence.
Yeah, because it wasn't a very positive song. It was like
the whole thing isn't very positive, really. I mean,
very negative. So
yeah.
I thought the Rockin' Vickers was Lemmy's first band.
Yeah, Lemmy's first band was Rockin' Vickers. Then was Sam Gopal and Opal
Sam
Butterfly.
Gopal was 69, so it was like 5 years.
Yeah, it was Opal Butterfly. Might have been before that. I can't remember the order.
I don't even know that one.
Early ZZ Top. This is way early.
Yeah, it's odd. Like you're hearing Oregon. You know, who's the Oregon guy?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's the one. I've got a couple of the rough mixes of Sepultura, and they sound pretty close to the final cuts, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I bought that 2 LP version of it that came out a couple years ago, and the second LP didn't do anything for me.
Hey Vance, those records that you bought, those Motorhead ones. So what's your favorite Motorhead record?
So Lanier Gregg was the keyboard player on this.
Okay.
Well, I kind of favor Orgasmatron because it was one of like the first ones I got.
Yeah.
I like Iron Fist. And the other one's a lot of kind of new to me. I mean, Bomber, I never owned Bomber and stuff like that. Of course, everybody likes all Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those are some of the go-tos just off the top of the head.
Zorlock, they did a 2 LP release of Arise a couple years ago. If I remember correctly, one was the regular LP and one was the rough mix.
And since we're talking about Motorhead did this song on the first record.
That Motorhead covers record is great. I still pull that out every once in a while.
Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Stones,
Jumpin' Jack Flash,
so
Bowie Heroes,
yeah.
Ted Nugent.
Well,
I just hate that
Like
Hellraiser's
this
on there
one.
as a cover when he wrote it, you know?
That was the first track on here. Beer Drinking for Hellraiser was a cover of Motorhead
Yep.
doing it on this. Well, I never saw this one before. I had to snag it.
Yeah, I've got a...
Yeah, I don't have that. I have all those songs. They were
That's a nice
released.
big beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a famous one, though. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a German one. I don't know why.
The German. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually got the original Brazilian pressing of Arise. I still need to send those to Patrick.
I was just happy to see him. That's why I'm like, these are... Went right under my arm, man. I didn't barely flip through them.
Let me have it. There you go. There's the
One was in
original.
ZZ Top.
The
I think it was only those three guys, right?
No, there was the keyboard player was Lanier Gregg.
Oh, they had
Lanier
a
Gregg,
in ZZ Top. Okay.
and the first drummer was Dan Mitchell. So those two guys got
Okay.
replaced. So those two guys played on.
Oh,
that
but before the
45 I
first
just played.
album.
Yeah, but they played on that 45 I just played.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, they were on the first
I
recording.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until just now. I think Mark asked about the organ. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I can play organ.
Yeah, I heard that part. Yeah.
I never heard much Oregon on any ZZ. I mean, later on, like most things, you know, you don't really hear anything like that. So I was curious if that was like just an early years thing, yeah.
So I was just looking at. Do you guys still have
Right
your,
on, Full Bug.
your iPods?
And I like
yes,
how
Full
Full
Bug,
Bug.
yeah.
I like how Full Bug pops in with a Diver Down trivia.
iPod Classic. I still got mine.
Yeah, so I was just looking the other day, and they make some really nice internals for this now to make it bigger, better batteries. They have a little Wi-Fi.
Well, I have two of those.
Yeah,
Just sitting dead
battery
somewhere.
would be
yeah. They
nice.
make a new back for it that's a little bit wider, and it's composite, so it's a lot lighter.
Well-
But it's big enough to fill the Wi-Fi and the USB-C, and like upgrade for like $60, you can completely upgrade it. Better screen.
You're forgetting. You're forgetting. You're also forgetting frickin' Moxie. You're not Moxie. You're forgetting fucking. Now
Yeah, I still use mine to fly when I'm flying.
Bugs Henderson.
I have songs on my iPod that I may never hear again.
Yeah,
Point
there's.
Blank.
I've got
I have
a bunch
obscurities that aren't on YouTube, and I'm never going to afford the originals. And
Pantera.
so how do you get them? Like,
I've got the same thing. I've got a bunch of rockabilly stuff from the message boards from back 20 years ago that I used to download.
there was
stuff.
some.
Yeah.
There's a new wave of British heavy metal or quasi
I've got some of that too.
single that I can't find anywhere, and it's not on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, the batteries. If you just replace the battery, it's cheap. It's like $10, but yeah, the upgrades for it are really nice, man. I think I'm gonna spend the $100 or so and like completely redo it. And why? Because I still love this thing. I'd love to be able to use my Wi-Fi headphones on.
Yeah.
it.
and it's kind of nice not to be distracted by my phone. Like, when I used to have that era, I only had music.
Yeah.
I did not have.
I have 3 digital audio players, and they all work fine. I've got the 2 FiOS and the
mine
Hi-Fi
still
Walker.
works.
The
It
Hi-Fi
charges and
Walker. The Hi-Fi Walker is a nice modern alternative you can get.
It's
It
just
works
the battery
really
does go
well.
a little quicker than
These
I
are
like.
selling. If the battery still works, these are selling for crazy money right now too. Like a lot of the young kids are trying to buy.
I've
these.
had I've had stewardesses come up. Is that an old iPod, man? That looks
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the 120 gig one. I think they had 160 gig.
So, well, why
after
don't you?
that, but-
Well, let's do the double headphone thing. Come on, sit back.
I have like a 1 terabyte fucking SD card in my hi-fi Walker. I can fit like shit.
Well,
tons
so
of
that's
my
one of the
collection.
upgrades you can
Pull out the
do.
double headphone jack, Mark.
You can do. I think it's a 1.5 terabyte with that upgrades.
Yes.
I don't think I filled that up. Did you fill yours up, Steve? Like,
It's probably about half full. It's probably got like 60 gigs.
like I never like ran out of room. That was
No.
like 2 gigs or whatever. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was. But it was
Ooh.
No, this one's at 120.
I got about.
yeah,
They
one.
did-
I have the same one as that. Yeah,
I never
120.
filled it up.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
they had
never
different
filled
ones.
it
So
up.
the iPad Classic they did all the way from like 30 gigs all the way to 160. This was
If I could do 8 terabytes, I could
Maybe
fit
it was-
all of my
maybe it was
vinyl
20
collection into that thing. That's what I'm waiting for. Is that day where I
But
can
I mean
fit
that would
everything.
be great to be.
Then-
I would rather have my collection in this than on the phone. You have to go through the
of
phone or
course.
something.
And
you know?
you could hit shuffle by genre, or
Oh, yeah.
you know, there was ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Like if
And-
you
and-
labeled your songs right, you could like just do a
And-
prog mix.
And that
or
was
just,
one thing that was nice
you could do
about
replay game.
iTunes, because
So, yeah.
iTunes you can still use to upload stuff that you rip onto these, and it still brings all the information and the album cover, all that stuff. You know.
But I don't think
Yeah.
the iPod supported replay gain, so which would level all the songs to where you don't have to like the volume discrepancy between song to song. So that's one. And
I
also
remember.
gapless playback, and also
I
you
used
could
to,
do
but I
shuffle.
would edit
Shuffle was
them.
great.
I would edit. I had an editor that I would edit everything in, and then move it over.
I just do foobar, and then I use that every day when I go on my bike ride. I had to take my digital audio player, hook it up, and run a playlist, and do shuffle, and say let's go. Every day.
Yeah, but the rest of us aren't going to
Anybody
have
get the,
7 terabytes of.
Well,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a
only have
long bike ride.
I only have 1 terabyte on this one.
I don't even know what a terabyte is. That
I thought
sounds-
it was a dinosaur.
It's
Terabytes
100.
a lot of
It's
All right, folks, I got to get out of here. I got to get up in the morning and head down to Southern California.
Is it 1,000
everyone, for-
gigs, Patrick? A terabyte?
Yeah, yes, 1,000 gigs. Yes, you are correct. That's a shit
Beagle.
ton. That's a shit.
Have a
ton.
safe trip, Patrick.
Patrick,
Yeah,
where
but-
is the Regal Beagle from Three's
Somewhere-
Company?
I think it's in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Is that Southern California?
That's LA area. Yeah.
Because that
I
that
love
exists.
Sandy Disc.
It never rains in Southern California. There you go.
That's
Oh, that's a
Q102.
cool one.
That's Dallas.
Dallas, Texas.
Wow, they cut it out. That's a die cut.
Yeah, that's a
sticker.
die cut. That's cool.
I could go back thinking.
Mark is like having fun with like highlighting everybody.
Sure, why not?
All right, we're gonna have to revoke his like fucking privileges.
There we
here.
go. All of them.
Yeah, don't forget
Yeah,
yourself.
All
We
right.
should have little like it's a sitcom names
1991.
on the bottom. Mark and like you freeze like
Yeah.
You should have our names on there.
All right, but
we gotta have an outro theme. We gotta have like
we need the intro.
what
theme
do you
didn't
have
even
for
work
TV
tonight.
themes?
The
What
intro theme
TV
did not even
themes do you
work.
have?
Mark broke it.
See, the
What's
intro is
up?
broken. The ticker's
Do you
broken,
have
the whole
any
system's
TV
broken.
themes,
You
Patrick?
got to do like
No,
Starsky and
no.
Hutch.
Should I send you
DJ and the
that
Bear.
double album like TV themes so we could have
No.
like
One
Too
banana,
Close
two
for
banana,
Comfort
three
or
banana, four,
Mission
over
Impossible.
banana buggies go.
I
Just in time
know.
to bring
BJ
you
and
the
the Bear.
banana split
Wait, I
show.
might have banana. Hold on.
La 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 la.
You got the Dickies doing it, if not
I
nothing
do.
else.
Yeah,
I do
that.
have. I have a couple of those. I have that Saturday
We
morning
should-
cartoon album.
I want to do like,
Have the
You gotta
alternative
do that,
Conjunction-
Patrick. Patrick.
Conjunction junction. What's your function? Or
Yeah.
I'm just a bill.
That's a little overdone. But we should do that with like
themes?
our faces, like doing something like Steve jumping over a wall, or like Vance on the
Oh, wow.
couch. Like I was thinking like SWAT, like.
Yeah.
But like in it freeze frames, like action, and it's got our names under it, and you
Hey.
have a nice
Or
like.
I
Bad
can't even
TV.
get. I can't even
You gotta
get
do
the
something like
ticker. I
this,
can't even get the
Johnny.
ticker.
Hawaii
to work.
Five-O
And
would
you
be a
want
good
and you want to do
theme.
Yeah,
stop
Hawaii
motion
5-0.
photography.
That'd be a great.
All
theme.
those TV themes
Yeah.
were great.
I
Like they
can't
were
do
well
anything. I can't do any of
Mission
this shit right
Impossible.
now.
Fantastic.
Or what was it?
the-
Barney Rubble had a
The
good
technology
one
is hanging by a thread. We can't even get the ticker to work. Are you
No,
kidding?
no.
Or the
Oh, yeah.
intro.
Barney
I can't
Miller
even-
had a good
I
one.
can't
Yeah.
even
Oh
get
yeah,
the
Barney
fucking-
Miller's great.
I can't get the nerds to like do the intro anymore. Won't work.
That would be great.
The nerds aren't working. Horrible.
Oh, you see Harry with the bong.
Just shocked.
He's like taking a hit.
yeah, like, and it freezes, you know, and then it says Harry.
John's on a roll. Write all this down, John. Write all this down for later, okay?
And Bobby Gas.
And
A big cloud of
special
smoke.
guest. Special guest star.
It's got to be a picture of
Robert
him in his
Gas.
underwear too.
Yeah.
No.
Or smoke everywhere.
Goodbye, everybody. We're getting out of
Bye.
control.